in a very small league in Australia, and
For how long?
for 3 years.
Okay, wow.
For 3 years. So for 3 years, I didn't have a winter. So the seasons are opposite in Australia. So it was summer there during Christmas, and then I would come here. It would be summer again. So, but it was right. It's not because I scored 2,500 points and had 1,500 rebounds that I got to go overseas. It was just right timing. Team looking for a point guard that wasn't going to turn the ball over and didn't shoot a lot.
So what was that experience like?
It was great. It was actually my first time, outside of the United States and meeting different people and living in a different culture and just experiencing the world. It humbles you.
Yeah.
Especially when you come back home and you see how different people live.
Yeah. Like blessed in America.
Amen.
Yeah. So have you guys always known, and thank you for sharing that, so if your students are watching now, they know. They didn't know before. So you never told them. That's so funny. And you're a coach,
I think that's the worst. I think for me, it's the worst thing that I can do is put what I've done or what my stats were up against a kid.
I think
because they
that's
really
great.
don't care.
But
kids don't care.
But it shows me even more that you're about the kids. Like it's not about you.
Right.
And
No,
it's
not
really
at all.
about the kids. Because some coaches would be like, "Oh yeah, I played here. Let me tell you how." And you didn't even in all these years. I think that's awesome. So did you guys always know that basketball Fitz was always going to be in your life? Did you always
I
know
did.
like once it came in, like this is it?
I mean, because it's something you grow to love, and you value what it the life lessons it bring you. Like the one thing that we pride our program, as far as Mello or Polly is like the team thing. It's not a team to us. We take it as family. Like I'm gonna be there for you regardless. Doesn't matter what's going on. If you need to talk to me, if you need to,
I think that's good.
You need to meet up. Coach, I need to talk to you. Let's do it, because you just never know what's on a kid's heart or his mind or what he's going through. We may act like we know what's going on, but it's not always the case. The best thing is to be there for them, and sometimes it's good. I mean, just to listen and see what they have to say and where they're coming from what they're going through.
See, and you guys really, I mean, it's genuine. Like, I'm looking at both of you. You guys really care about the kids. And I probably will say that a few more times because I think it's so important. Like, you're not just a coach and you're out here doing, just passing the time away.
But I think that, kids read you better than anybody else.
Right, they do. You
can't be fake. Yeah, you can't be fake with kids. And if you're not, if you're not real and you're not genuine with them, then it won't. You won't last long doing what we do.
No, not in this business.
Not because
kids will call you out on your stuff.
100%.
Out, leave.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a team, and every year, whoever runs your program say, "Man, I got you coaching this team, but
nobody signed up."
We lose 4 or 5 kids every year, and it's it's the common denominator. It's the coach most likely.
Yeah.
And it's not about winning and losing games.
Yeah.
It's relationships with these kids.
So what was the biggest transition, or how was the transition from a player, student athlete, high school level, you guys college level, you Fitz overseas? Did you play overseas or anything else?
I had a chance to play overseas, but I decided to go back and get my master's and be a grad assistant.
And that's and both of you, and you have a degree as well. Yeah. So you have these 2 educated brothers that are out here trying to inspire. So just knowing how you guys are educated, you went to school, you know the value of education. So not only do you have basketball to teach them, you have the value of education and just how important school is. And you could still be cool, you could still be fly, you know what I mean? And still be smart.
Right.
And graduate, because a lot of people go to school and they don't graduate.
Everybody's not going to make it to the NBA
right.
or go overseas.
Right.
You got to have something to fall back
right.
on. Are you going to be able to survive without this game?
Right.
And
That's
we
right.
found a way of being involved with the game where we get to mentor and teach kids about it. Like, I'm going to be honest, I'm a tough coach.
Yeah.
First thing I tell my kids when I first meet them, like, everybody's not going to the NBA.
Right. I think
what
that's
are you going
real.
to do? Are you going to use this as a tool to get you where you need to be?
Yeah.
And a lot of kids forget that part about being a student athlete. Like, I don't want to hear about you feeling like I told my AAU kids I might not coach them during the season in high school, but I expect them to go back and be leaders at their high school now. You know, being up under myself and a couple other coaches that coach at the college level, but now they're back in high school and AAU.
Yeah.
So it's about what
So you
give.
coached high school, college, and AAU.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I coached college for 3 years.
Okay. At Stevenson, your alma mater?
At Stevenson.
Okay.
They paid for my education.
That's
Yes.
that's outstanding. So you gave back in that way also.
Yeah.
To coach. Did you ever get a chance to coach at your alma mater?
I didn't.
Are you interested in the high school level or college level?
I coached 1 year high school at
Okay.
Paula VI, and then I coached in the CBA, which
Okay.
is kind of the NBA minor league.
Yeah.
And I was living in Wisconsin at the time still, and was done playing at 26 years old, and that's what a lot of these kids don't realize as. Basketball. There's a thing called basketball death, and at some point the game dies for you, and it can be your senior year in high school, it could be your senior year in college, it could be 1 year in the NBA and 2 years overseas, and what these kids don't realize, the best case scenario you play until you're 33 years old, 34 years old.
Oh, I'd have been washed up then.
But
been over for me.
You still got another 40 years of your life.
Right.
Of
that people don't think about
at all.
After basketball.
So is it ever okay? So and I'm gonna go back to you with the transition from player to coach, and then I want to ask you guys, do you ever get if you have basketball like bleeding through your blood, your veins, do you ever get rid of the thought of basketball? Like, does basketball ever escape you? Like life after basketball? Is it really? You might be life after playing, but is it just always with you?
I quit every August because it's so
it's
the
so
season.
long.
The season. I mean, we play.
So tell the people how long the season runs.
Well, for both of us, I know he's coaching high school too, but he's also probably going out to other games when he's not playing, recruiting kids. We'll probably go see 3-4 high school games in a week. We get started as soon as the high school season's over, mid-March, and it goes right up to the end of July. But in that 4 months, you have 50 games, 60 games.
Wow.
So you're playing 2 high school seasons, in essence, for these kids. And then
on to go.
Yeah,
on to go.
And the month of July is what they call the open period, which the college coaches come out 3 of those 3 weeks. In that month, so
the college coaches
can come out and evaluate the kids and stuff like that. So that's 3 weeks away from home, 3 weeks of not sleeping in your own bed, 3 weeks of being with 11, 16-year-old boys.
It's probably funky.
I mean, funky is the least of your worries.
Right, yeah, exactly. So
that was a girl answer,
So then when that's over with, when Fitz walked in, the first thing I said to him was, how's your August been? And it's getting a good night's sleep, sleeping in your own bed. So, for me, every year in August, I've decided that I'm not going to do this again. And then when, I hear the ball bouncing in the distance,
you're like,
I started, exactly. You start to get back going. But, now my role has changed, the team take over, so it's my job, so I'm around it.
So what do you mean your roles changed?
I was just an AAU coach in my previous life. For the last 2 years, I've been in management at Team Takeover. So, I got to oversee the 2nd through 7th grade, which play year-round. I'm involved in the girls' side of the program. I'm involved in us having events.
Okay.
So you got all of
Yeah, so it's.
But they like you're not busy either.
Right, it's nonstop. So and this is the first time that I've not had a break.
So because you're on the executive level in a sense, and you're with the kids,
right? Exactly.
Like the coaching. So that is a lot.
It is.
So basketball is always a constant.
Yeah, it is.
So was the transition hard from player, or did you play so long ago that?
Yeah. Like for me, I was done playing at 25. I coached in the CBA till I was 28, and I moved from Wisconsin to DC when I was 30, and I didn't get back involved in it until I was mid-30s.
Okay.
And I was fine with it.
So you were already done.
Yeah, I was
right.
fine with it. And, you know, just friend asked me, did I want to get involved? Did I want to give back? Was the way they lured me in.
That's how they guilt you.
That's how they get you. Do you want to, come on, brother, you want to give back to them?
You want to help the other black boys.
Exactly.
These kids need some guys.
Right, right. They need good role models, you know.
So for me, that's, you know, that's how they lured me back in. And it's I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
That's wonderful.
With the last 7 years
That's
of my
wonderful.
life,
so, and you transitioned into, you were doing other work.
Yeah, I was
in
sales. Yeah, I was
sales.
Yeah, I was.
And you took that leap of faith to go down in salary, right?
Very
to
much
work
so.
For very much feast or famine mode.
There you go.
To try and because of the love of basketball.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Know, it wouldn't be. You know, I wouldn't do this for a roller skating troop.
Right.
You know,
right.
It's because what basketball has. And you know, basketball has been. You know, like to be in my mid-40s and never have student loans.
That's outstanding.
You know, that basketball has been good.
He's
to me.
Bragging, y'all. He's bragging.
Basketball has been good to me in that regards, and you know,
it's a tool.
Yeah, 70% of my friends are basketball related.
Right.
You know, in some way. So yeah.
I mean,
so how about you? Like, was the transition hard? Because I know you have a full-time job also. You have a great job outside of basketball, but then, so it's almost similar because you're AAU, coaching AAU, and high school, on a high school level. So how was that transition from once being a player to now coaching, especially like at your old school? Like, how was that?
It wasn't bad because I went right into it.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, as soon as I was done playing, I was right.
Did you know you were going to coach?
No, until they offered me to get a free education. I was
you were like, where's my whistle? Right. You got a shirt for me, you know?
And you know, coaching at the Division III level, it's a little different. Going out recruiting, I really can't offer a kid too much of anything.
Yeah.
But a solid education.
Yeah.
And it's your choice whether you want to play at that level or not. But my passion really came when I met one of my close friends now, which is Sam Brown, who coaches at Poly, as a head coach.
Okay.
Poly was never known for any type of basketball.
Okay. They're known for academics and math and
football.
Yeah, football. That's
so
true.
He asked me to come aboard and try to build something there. And in 5 years, we bought our first regional championship there, which has never happened.
That's wonderful.
And I mean, like I said, this year we had 4 or 5 kids sign scholarships for basketball. And that's a rarity.
It is.
At Baltimore Poly.
Wow. What are one of the schools that someone got?
The kid, John Crosby, is going to University of Dayton.
Okay, Ohio.
We have a kid named Chaz Brown. He's going to University of Albany.
Wonderful.
Both teams won the tournament last year. We got a kid that's going to University of Charlotte.
Okay.
I believe that's, don't quote me.
No.
But it's a free ride. He's
wow.
Going
there. If he's watching, he's gonna be like, no, coach, it wasn't.
Yeah, he'll tell me.
Right.
He'll let me know.
Rep my school.
Right. But then we got another kid that's going to Albright University, which is a Division III school, but academically got a bunch of academic money.
I think it's outstanding that these guys are getting academic money. Yeah. Like, that's major.
I mean, it's a big thing because college is pretty expensive.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, and a lot of kids don't understand how important it is, to have people like myself, Coach Doug, that knows these things. Like, it's a lot of people walking around here just want to be handlers of kids and really don't know all the things that that's involved with making sure these kids succeed. Like, the clearinghouse. You say clearinghouse to a lot of people, they'll be like, well, what is that? What is that? But you're supposed to be handling this kid.
What's clearinghouse?
Clearinghouse is you have to pass it in order to play a college sport.
Okay. I just wanted
you have to go through this process in order, Division I to whatever division, to pass, in order to play a college sport, your eligibility. And a lot of people don't get involved, but due to the fact that I coach college and Coach Sam Brand and Coach Larry Tucker and Coach Gerard, we all been there, so we know what it takes. Like Coach Doug, like they know If you don't do this, you won't be playing this life. I don't care how talented you are.
I think that's awesome.
They can't switch these grades. They can't do this. These transcripts matter.
So every year you're supposed to input your grade, your transcripts onto this website, and then the NCAA reviews it.
Any college player?
Any high school.
Any high school player, I'm sorry.
To play college sports,
they have to do this on their own. This is something they have to, the children have to be responsible for.
There's nobody say, no, don't worry about the clearinghouse. You have to worry
right.
about so you input your grades into your transcript, and then you get on the phone with the NCAA person, and they say. So
the game is not a game. Like it really is not.
You're approved or you're not approved. And
so if you're not approved, they don't play college ball? No. At least, do they sit out for just that first year, or can they try it again?
They have different rules. So they have partial qualifiers, which means you had the GPA but not the test scores. So that you can still go to college, you can still get money, but you can't play.
Yep. That first year or period? That first year. Okay.
And then sometimes they have non-qualifiers.
Okay.
Which means you can come to the school, but you got to pay. You got to sit down and you got to pay.
But can you play ball?
Nope.
Ooh, you gotta play. You gotta pay and can't play.
And you know what's crazy? Your clock starts. Yeah. You get 4 years to play 5 years.
Wait, say that again.
You get 5 years.
I mean, 5 years to play 4. I'm sorry, 5 years to play 4 years of basketball.
And then after that, that's it.
That's it.
As far as like an NBA.
No, your college eligibility.
No, I mean, but them looking at college eligibility. Okay.
But how the NBA gonna look at you if you're not playing?
Right, exactly. Because like I've never seen any. Is there anybody out in the NBA that never played like college ball?
I mean, you got guys that when they had the rule before.
Yeah, they went from high school. Kobe did.
Right.
Yeah, LeBron exactly.
Right. You can't do that anymore.
Not anymore.
And that's what I was going to ask. Okay. All right.
So that's why these
I did hear that. I did hear that.
Very important to a kid's success.
And I think that's great. I think it should have always been like that, because if you look at them, they made the money, but all the people that went from high school to the NBA, now they're going back to school. I mean, they got the money to do it, but they even know that it's important, because if something happens, like I remember back in the day, people used to dog Magic Johnson on, how he spoke. Everybody, copied how he spoke. But he had his education with Michigan, right?
Michigan State.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
So, but he had that education, but look what he's doing now.
Right.
If he was just a ball player from high school to the NBA, he wouldn't be so savvy and intelligent. I just believe that. Like, I think that step was important.
Where Coach Doug was saying, like, after basketball, and if you look at the NBA now, like, you have so many guys now that, I mean, I hate to say it, but are struggling because they didn't manage their money right.
Right.
They didn't have the group of people around that should have been around them instead of the I call
like
them
Allen
yes
Iverson.
Men.
Have you like Allen Iverson? I'm thinking about filed bankruptcy. I know it was rumors that, and I don't think this is true, because I know BET had their first like basketball award show. Like, did you see it? Yeah. And Ray Allen won an honor. I know Allen Iverson for, it was like originality or something like that. Because if you guys remember, he was the first one like really rocking cornrows and tattoos and kind of the bad boy of NBA. But they're saying, I don't know the man's business in the financial, I'm just talking about what I read or what I read, but they said that all that money he had, he wasted it.
I mean, just having somebody. And
he did get a divorce, so that'll take most of it, right?
We're about 3
right. Exactly.
But I mean, it's just, how many lessons do you learn when you, as a young kid at 21, 22, you get millions of dollars.
I can't even imagine.
How many people do you know will be like, I'm about to go save this, man. I'm about to go to the bank and open up me a IRA. I'm about to go do this.
I'm going to go get some CDs.
I'm ready to go buy these Louis Vuittons. I'm about to go
2 cars.
Go crazy.
First, get the car with the rims and the stereo. You got to have a certain
big house with the elevator.
Exactly. House for the mama. Don't forget, everybody get a house for their mama.
Right. Oh yeah, you got to.
Right. That's the first thing.
You got to take care of your homeboys that you grew up with.
Right. But and they feel that pressure because they were there with them on the court. Like some of them not as good or even better, but they just didn't get that chance, because it's all about when chance meets opportunity. Because there are a lot of ball players out there that are the bomb that never made it to the NBA, that are better than some of these NBA ballers, a lot of them. But that plan, it's like you got to be prepared. You got to go through you can't just ball.
It's not too many doors that open up in this business. If you don't take advantage of that, one or two opportunities you may get, it's far and few after that.
And like Fitz said, it's sometimes it's he does a great thing with his kids. Said you never know who's watching you. Yeah. And that day can be the day that
you acted crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, I know y'all saw Love and Basketball at least. God, did you see that movie?
Yeah, we seen that.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, wait, no, you answered for him. Wait, hold up. Yeah, okay, you saw it.
I saw it, yeah.
Did you see Love and Basketball, or did you just watch the basketball parts?
Gabrielle Union.
No. Well, she was at a small part, so
yeah, I watched it, yeah.
Okay, and what? You didn't like that movie? I'm not even talking to you right now, because that's one of my favorites. Love and Basketball. I'm a woman. Yeah, of course. No, right. It's not, really, but there is. It's about players knowing a lot of things.
Movie.
No, hold up. You're not Mike. You're not Mike.
They put love first.
What are you playing for? I'm playing for your heart. They're trying to get that last one. But this is the thing. No, it had lessons of basketball. And shout out to Wendy Levy, a girl I went to elementary school. She was in that movie. But it was lessons though, because think about when she had an attitude, and you made me think about it when you said you never know who's watching. Because in the movie, everybody knows, all you ladies, I know some guys that like it too, but she had an attitude. At one point, she had stuff on her mind. She had a nasty attitude. She was yelling at the coaches. She was stomping around, pouting, and there was a scout there. Mm-hmm. And no matter what they told them, told them about her and how well she can play, they weren't checking for her because of her attitude. So, it was a lot of different lessons in there. Also, with Omar Epps' character, he got hurt. He was in the NBA. His dad was supposed to be played in the Lakers. You saw it. He played in the Lakers, played on the Lakers, and Quincy, the son. This is probably, just allow me to have this is probably the only time I'll be talking about Love and Basketball on the mic. But he played for the son went from high school straight to the NBA. He got hurt, and he could no longer play. So it was still the same kind of things that you're saying. They had it in the movie, but people don't think about life after basketball. No, not at all. They think about the moment. Because
a lot of these kids are 15, 16 years old, and all and for the blessing that our kids have is they can actually reach out and touch an NBA player.
That's wonderful.
So it makes it, There's
some ladies out there that wish they could reach out and touch one too.
It makes the unrealistic goal more realistic for both the kid and the parents, because
they're like, you're no different. Like, you're human. You're cool.
Like for our kids, Victor Oladipo wore a team takeover jersey.
And tell people who he is in case they don't know. I know Carmelo Anthony is a familiar name, but he's not. And he's still doing big things to some people that aren't into basketball. Tell them who he is.
Victor was the second overall pick 3 years ago in the NBA draft, played at Indiana.
Second. So that's not like he's not.
Yeah, he's right after the first guy. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's usually where second comes. But I wanted to let the people that don't know who he is, they could think he was picked 45th. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, here's a kid that didn't start on his high school team.
Yeah.
Went to Indiana, worked really hard, and was fortunate to be the second pick in the draft. And,
that's wonderful.
And Vic comes to around our kids from the 8 and under to the 17 and under team, and he gives the kids his cell phone number.
That's awesome.
Give me a call if you need anything, if you want to talk. And, so for a lot of these people, him being accessible gives them the assumption that, I can do that one day. And it's 30 jobs every year in the NBA. People don't realize that.
Say that again.
30 jobs.
What kind of playing jobs?
Playing jobs.
Can you say that again, please?
30 players around the world get a new job every year in the NBA.
30 players around the world. You don't have to be smart to know around the world is major, meaning there are a lot of people around this world.
That's a draft
a lot of ballers, right? Every year, not twice a year, not 8 times a year, once a year. Right. So there are a lot of great players
not playing in the NBA.
Not playing in the NBA. Right. Because 30 players out of millions. Everybody's not going to get picked. 30 are going to get picked. So it's about and how much do you think of it is talent, and how much do you think is persistence? Like raw talent and persistence.
Talent has a huge part to do with it, I think. But I also believe that you can continue to work to increase your talent.
Because you don't have time for persistence when you're on that trying to shoot the the free throw.
Right.
That free throw line, like in the middle of a game, like practice, we're gonna try to persistence. You over here and you work on
and you
your
get
free
100
throws.
of them, right.
You get 100, but during the game, you need some type of technique.
Right. And I so for a lot of people it's talent. You have to be
you got to be able to ball a little bit.
Run, jump, tall, quick, all those things come into play. But I think there's a percentage of it that is the opportunity, being in the right place at the right time, knowing.
I believe that with a lot of things in life.
Yeah, knowing the right people sometimes, and not that every kid in our program is going to play in the NBA, or every kid in Team Mello is going to play in the NBA. It's 48 programs around the country like ours. Just like ours.
Is it Is it like and one?
It's
explain.
It's the EYBL, Elite Youth Basketball League.
Okay.
That Nike runs, but Under Armour has a league.
Okay.
Adidas has a league, and then there, like Fitz said earlier, there's some mom and pa teams that
that you never know might got that one.
And
right.
They may have a great player. So it's the opportunity for a college scholarship is minimal.
Okay.
For these kids.
Okay.
But then the opportunity to go to college and play, be successful, to get to the NBA is, minute.
Okay.
And people don't realize that, or they don't. And I never tell a kid to give up on that dream. If that's your dream, always dream that dream. But you need to have.
You might be dreaming that dream on the bench.
Right.
For a couple games.
Or you always dream that dream.
Right. But there's nothing wrong with the bench if you're still learning, if you're still part of that team, if you know what teamwork is. You may not always be on that bench. You might be on the bench now.
And never know when your number might be called.
And plus your whole attitude and the way you're perceiving being on the bench. Man, I'm riding the bench. Right. You can look at that positively. Because you're learning, you're growing, you're watching how your team unit works together on the floor. And then when you're ready, because if you're not paying attention, you could be on the bench just like looking around, not paying attention. Then when you're called, you don't even know what's going on because you haven't even been watching.
That's why it's called a team play.
Right, right. And you stress that, and I think that's good. So what do you think? Is persistence or opportunity or talent? What do you think?
I think all those plays a big part. Like the talent is definitely something that they look for persistent. And another thing is your character is who you are as a person on and off that court.
That's wonderful.
Because it's hard for me to say I'm going to pay this guy millions of dollars and he's an asshole off the court, can't get along with anybody, can't have that. How can I build something successful with that going on? Which means that you're not a team player.
So this is about life too.
Yeah.
These are life skills.
Selling yourself and who you are. Like you can't represent my organization.
I know that's right.
Then, that guy.
Yeah.
And it's what we do in our AAU programs. We don't want. We pass on talent sometimes to get a good character kid.
So you look at reputation because you said it travels. Somebody would pick up the phone
because you're representing, like you said, you're representing not just yourself, your family. You're representing that team takeover, Team Mello across your chest. Like, this is the type of kids that Mello has or Team Takeover. Like, I don't want to do business with them. You never know what damage you may do by doing some of the dumb things that people may do. Right.
So, would you ever get rid of your star player if they consistently had a nasty attitude? So your player that's making all of the points, that's the number one player, you would let him go.
But think about this on the other hand, like what are your other 4 players doing as this guy is doing all this?
Yeah.
You'd rather lose 1 than 11.
See, I like that. Yeah. Because you can't let their head get too big because some of them think, they ain't never going to let me go. I can act how I want, but I'm making most of the points. Right. But it's about points, but at the end of the day, it's not. It's about how well does your team work together. Right. And if they're a ball hog, like, some people in the NBA, we know. I'm not going to say no names. I said his name earlier, so think about the ball players I talked about. Used to be ball hogs. They're trying ball hog.
He got 5 NBA championships, though. So.
Right. You know who I'm talking about. They're in the ball. If you look up ball hog, they're like, with the ball. They ball hog Hall of Fame.
How many people can say they got 5
You know who I'm talking about. Well, you already know I'm talking about the Lakers, and I said his name a couple of times. My brother used to play with him in Philly. But, okay, since we're talking about NBA, I have to do this. Always wanted to do this. First time I have my own radio show, like, for real, for real. So I have to throw back to Dick Vitale. NBA is fantastic! I always wanted to say that. And you, my old head, well, you a basketball fan, so even if you weren't around, you know who that is. All right, so who's your favorite NBA team?
Wizards. Washington Wizards.
Okay, so you hometown. Look.
We don't have one in Baltimore.
No. So who's your favorite? Since there's no home team, you can go to see the Wizards play. You can go to the Sixers. You can
definitely not the Sixers.
Okay, all right.
But I was.
Carmelo, did you hear that?
Well,
no.
I
said
for the Knicks.
Sixers. At first I thought you said I was hearing Sixer. All right, never mind, my bad. But at first I was hearing that. All right. He's like, what? I didn't say that. I didn't say the Knicks, but not the Sixers.
The Bulls when Jordan was there, but I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, the Lakers.
Well, I'm probably the only one that's going to say this, and I might get hit, but I was never a Michael Jordan fan.
Ooh, wow.
I was never. I know. That's blasphemy. Right. That's like, oh, man, if y'all like me through the whole show, y'all probably like, I don't like that lady. But you got to think about it. I said I was a Knicks fan.
They beat the Knicks every year.
Right. But I loved when John Starks, they got a poster when he dunked on Jordan. Like, I would never forget that. So, Jordan, he's not my favorite player. He's all right. That's all right. But there's still a poster made. Him dunking on Jordan.
Jordan has a bunch of posters.
But nobody dunking on him. Like, even John Starks, I don't even know where John Starks is. He could be somewhere sitting home eating a bucket of KFC right now. He could be watching it, right. But he will always have that. I don't dislike Jordan, but I'm not like everybody usually. What are your top 5 players? And I'm going to ask you guys that too. Who your top of all time?
Number 1.
NBA. Okay, Jordan's number 1 for both?
Yeah.
Okay, so your favorite, you will go with the Bulls. Yeah. Favorite player is Jordan for both?
Well, not my favorite.
Okay, who's your top 5? What's your top 5?
I'm a huge Kobe fan as well.
Okay.
But I'll let you go first with your top 5.
Uh-oh. Dad, y'all like Kobe, and I like y'all. That don't work.
Jordan.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay. I like Magic, too.
Kobe.
That's my impression. Kobe, okay. So Jordan, Kobe, Magic.
LeBron and
Shaq. So out of that, I probably like about 2 of them. Shaq is all right. Really ain't.
Why would you say he's all right?
He tried his hand at rap. I was done. When he started rapping, it was over.
Oh, that's all. But see, that ties back into who Shaq is.
Right.
Not just as a basketball player. It allows
he was trying to find another
off the court.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him.
Shaq food, all types of wild.
Yeah.
He was in the movies.
Yeah, he was. Because he was like a genie or something in some movie. I'm like, his big behind was a genie. I remember that.
Shazam, right?
Shazam. I'm glad you know about it. But you ain't seen Brown Sugar and you saw Shazam?
I didn't see Shazam either, but I just remember
But you didn't see it, but it was all over TV.
Yeah.
Shaq is a genie.
Yeah. And now he's,
Now he's on TV.
Right.
He has a life after basketball, and that's like you said about Magic Johnson, like part owner of the Dodgers.
Yeah. Magic
like
is doing it. Like I like Magic.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to.
Yeah.
He's making more money after basketball than he
did
during
basketball.
For sure.
For sure. And a lot of people are commentating now in NBA, still jobs in basketball, but not actually playing. So you have to be likable. You have to have a good attitude. You have to have some type of smarts, marketing plan, people around you that can move you ahead after basketball. Because look how many basketball players were were great players. Where are they now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So top 5, Doug.
My top 5 is the same,
So this is from the Julius Irvins all the way back then. This is from
Magic,
even then.
Jordan,
Darryl
Kobe.
Dawkins and You know.
It's not in my era, so
But
I
no,
can't really
okay,
say.
but you don't watch. You see, you know who they are.
Footage,
Okay.
But,
All right.
I just think the game is different.
Right.
From back
That's
then
true.
To now.
And you also
Oh,
gotta
like
remember,
the shorts are longer too.
Yeah,
But anyway.
But you also got to remember, like, when we were growing
Right.
up.
So we're gonna put you off the hook.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
There was only one
But
game
you,
a week.
right.
Unless you
That's
you
true.
lived in Philly, you saw all the
Philly
games.
game, yeah.
But then on Sunday, there was one game. Now it's
See,
the
I was
NBA
raised in
game.
South Jersey, so all I saw, and
Was
it
the
wasn't the
Sixers.
Knicks, it was the Sixers.
Right.
Exactly. So I liked Mo Cheeks and Julius Erving and Daryl Dawkins was on there. Moses Malone.
Charles
Exactly.
Barkley.
Charles Barkley. That's, I mean, not saying those aren't my top players, but I was fortunate enough to see them.
Right.
So, okay.
So, yeah, it's Magic,
Mm-hmm.
Jordan,
Okay.
Kobe,
Okay.
LeBron, and Shaq.
So, y'all
Yeah.
don't, come on now.
No, that's a good five.
Okay, so, but you're my age, so you,
No,
that's who you still pick?
yeah, I mean, you know,
'Cause all of those
Magic
players-
Magic's throwback.
But
guy.
Magic is the only throwback, and that's what I'm saying. Magic is the only one older than you.
But I think it's.
So you looking at the game, or you just,
Michael Jordan's
or the
older
other
than me.
people don't. Well, that's true. But the other people, I guess, don't stand out really. Those are your ones, and it's okay. I mean,
No, I mean, but
Your
you know,
ones are your
you can. I
ones.
mean, this you can do this, you know, all night. But
Yeah.
you know, Larry Bird, you
Yeah.
know, one
Right.
guys that come to mind
Yeah.
for me, and Isaiah Thomas
Yeah.
comes at being a shorter
Yeah.
guard. You know,
Charles
but
Barkley.
but so I know. So there's a lot of people that you like and you respect and you admire their game. But those are your top five. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like rappers, everybody can tell you their top five.
Right.
And age differences, sometimes it changes.
Right.
I just look at the guys that I named was the imprint that they
I got
had
you.
on the game.
Yeah, and they are great
Basketball.
players.
and it's
yeah.
bigger than basketball.
And it's bigger than
Yeah,
basketball.
that's true.
I mean,
I can't take
just
that from
even with
them.
Michael Jordan. His shoes came out how long ago?
Yeah,
And people are
and they're
still
still-
going crazy.
20.
And they're duplicating them.
27.
Still,
right.
yeah.
And I mean,
So
it's not
27.
just the younger generation.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
the older people.
That's
that are
true.
out there like, I gotta get me a pair of Jordans.
Yeah, I'm not standing in line for about 4 hours when the next and
Right.
people are. I'm like, dude, you like 57. Why are you standing
Gotta
in
have the
line waiting for the latest Jordan? But people are. You're right, and that's no, disrespect to any of those players because I can't take that from them. Everybody has their own. Everybody can get into a room and debate basketball players their favorite all day long and tell you why that they're favorites. So that's good. If you could pick one thing, and we'll be wrapping it up in a minute. But if you can pick one thing that basketball has taught you, what would that be? So, Doug, you start.
That it's not all about me.
Okay.
That for and on a team and in life, you're gonna need other people to get you where you want to be. So you know, on a basketball team, you need a guy to inbound the ball. You need a guy to rebound the ball. You need a guy who can shoot it really well. So I think for me, basketball has taught me that it's not all about me. Even as a coach, I try to surround myself with coaches that I feel that know more than I do.
That can challenge.
Right, that can see things that I can't see or been in situations that I may not be very comfortable with. So, I think basketball for me has taught me to be very selfless.
I think that's dope. What you? How about
I
you?
would say more like the discipline and structure of, like just in life in general. Like, if I know I gotta get up in the morning, I need to go home and go to bed and be disciplined about it. I mean, your eating habits. Can't go out and eat cheese sticks and everything every day.
And I just got back from Philly.
And I'm trying to become this great athlete.
Right.
Like, you gotta have some type of discipline about
Right.
yourself. But like you said, the biggest thing I just think is the team aspect of it.
Right.
Like you get nowhere in life by yourself. You're gonna have to, Linda. You're gonna have to reach out to somebody. I don't care if it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Somebody might say something that just touch you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I need.
That's true. That's
so
true.
I just think that was the biggest thing is like, the discipline and structure, but that whole team aspect of life is just, it's important. Like even in the work world today, I'm not gonna sit and say I love my job, but I don't know everything about my job.
Your job outside of basketball?
Right outside of basketball,
Yeah.
I don't know everything that I need to know.
Yeah.
So I need help.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a team.
That's right.
And so, like you said, the team thing is just like you're gonna need somebody. And it's like we're going on telling the kids like, you don't want a bunch of people around you that's gonna be yes men.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, those yes men gonna be sitting right there with you when things go bad. Instead of him telling you what you need to hear, he telling you what you want to hear.
Because they might be yes right now because they think you're going to the NBA and there'll be something in it for them.
And then even like you said, as a coach, like I don't want a staff where, oh yes, coach, you're right. You know, like you need a coach that's going to challenge you. You might see something different than what he might have seen.
Yeah.
And not saying that he's going to go with what you say.
Yeah. But
of course, in his head, he's thinking like this could possibly happen.
Yeah.
So we need to be prepared for that moment.
Okay.
Like I said, and he's a head coach. I'm an assistant coach, and I feel like as an assistant coach, I may see something that he might not be able to see because he's in tune to something else.
Yeah.
So in order to be a head coach one day, you have to know the roles of being an assistant at one point in your life.
That's right.
You know, working your way up. Like
I like
a lot
that.
of people that struggle nowadays, you see they try to jump out there so quick instead of understanding what this role is about.
Yeah.
Like understanding I need a recruiter.
Because they want to be the big man so fast.
I want to be this guy, but when it comes falling down, guess what's going down?
Right.
The big guy.
Right. Right.
That's true. Not going down.
That's true.
You don't never hear the NBA like,
that's true.
They fired the whole staff. No.
That's true.
He got fired. It's on ESPN breaking news.
Right.
Like, but you're only as good as the people that surround you.
That's 100%. True, and I think that's great.
Nowadays,
so you've learned, both of you, life lessons through basketball, and that's why you guys teach those life lessons to your players. All right, and I think that's outstanding. I truly, truly do. Okay, you both mentioned that you like LeBron. He's one of your favorite players. So I know y'all. I don't even know what y'all probably gonna say no. Did you see this? You do. He's one of your top 5, right?
He's one of my. He's one of the best players.
Okay,
he's not my favorite.
Okay, right. That's one up. All right. Okay. Have you seen his show Survivor's Remorse?
Yep.
You haven't. I've got 1 out of 2.
I don't watch TV.
Okay. So I got 1 out of 2. Well, LeBron has a show. I mean, I love it. I think it's a good show. LeBron has a show that he executive produces. It's on Stars, and it's called Survivor's Remorse. They're getting ready to their second season. They're in second season, August 22nd. If you watch Power, they showed the first. Did you see it? They showed us a preview of, not a preview, the whole show, the first show right after Power. But they were saying that it was, at first when it was coming on, it was loosely based on LeBron's life. But he said, no, not really, little things and all that. People were like, oh, it's going to be about LeBron. No. But it's like, okay, Tashina Arnold's in it, Ronrico Lee, Mike Epps. I can't think of the young guy. I can't think of his name right now. And, a lot of different people. It's a great cast. Debbie Allen is directing a lot of them. So it's a good show. So you got to check it out one day.
Okay.
All right. So last question. When you look at your future, what does it look like? And this can be within basketball, outside of basketball. I'm going to start with you, Fitz.
One day coaching at the college level again, but at a higher level, on a Division I level. But, I mean, just impacting a kid life to give them exactly, what I may have seen or what I've been through or what I've seen with the guys that I've dealt with on all levels from any level of basketball.
Okay.
Just leaving my imprint.
Okay.
Letting them see. And another thing that I try to teach kids, like, to be successful, it's not always about being an NBA player.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's the biggest thing is that life after basketball. What are you going to do with your education?
Yeah.
What do you have to fall back on when times get rough?
Yeah. And how you're living your life is an example in itself without even saying a word.
Right.
So what's your future look like? You got to put some shades on? Is it looking bright?
I don't know.
You trying to eat tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about.
I'm worried about where's my next meal. Right.
I think once team takeover is behind me, I think I would like to work for a shoe company.
Oh.
So the Nike.
Oh, I know I can get some shoes now.
Definitely.
Okay.
So just because from where we sit at, we see
great.
some things that can be better or things that we can implement to make events or the structure of something go a little better. So.
Okay. And I'm about to put you on blast right now because I want him to be steadfast and do it. He's writing a novel about basketball. AAU basketball. Yeah. So I'm putting this out there now so this can inspire him to keep working on it. So he's working on a novel, which I think is great.
People don't know about.
At AAU,
yeah.
I can't wait to read it. I want a signed copy. All right, so tell the parents. I know there are probably some parents or kids out there watching, and they want their child to get involved with you guys on any level. AAU mentorship, maybe go to Poly. You know, how can they reach you guys? And are you available to talk to parents or talk to students?
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
so
anytime.
So that means y'all got to start checking your social media too.
I mean, it'll come through my phone.
Okay.
But that don't mean I'm gonna post
so
anything.
tell them how they can reach you on Facebook, Instagram, and email. How about that?
All right. So I can be reached on Team Takeover Basketball website.
Okay.
So teamtakeoverbasketball.com.
Okay.
It's Coach Doug Martin.
Okay.
And I think my Twitter is
don't even just go to Instagram. You
TTO16U Coach.
Okay.
At TTO 16U,
like the letter U.
16 under. Yeah.
Okay.
Under. Yep. Coach. And Instagram is Doug E_TTO.
Okay. Perfect. Mr. Fitz.
Coach Fitzgerald, but known around everybody else as Coach Fitz. Twitter coming soon, one day, possibly. But my IG is ATF_40. You can reach me on my email at rebound, FOR40@yahoo.com. I coach at Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, always at the school, like it's another job. And Team Mello, been with them for 5 years. Anytime you want to reach me.
Tell them we said what's up. I know the guys probably want to be like, tell Lala I said what's up. Tell Lala. You ever met Lala? Some of them might want to know. Yeah. Okay, so I think this was great. I think that this was a good show. I thank you guys for coming. I truly, truly do. I'm very gracious.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for inspiring the young people out there and letting them know that it's just not about basketball. You guys heard them. Only 30 people in the whole world each year get accepted to guaranteed money accepted in the NBA. So don't think that the NBA is your only option. If you love the game, continue to keep playing. If you have a mind and you want to be behind the scene, because there are a lot of office positions in the NBA. So even if you love basketball, you can love basketball at any level. Like these guys, you can coach the AAU. You can own a team. Yeah. Hello, Magic Johnson. You can teach at a high school level. So if basketball is something that you love and you have a basketball Jones like these gentlemen, then you can be involved in the NBA, high school, college, AAU, whatever. Or you can just watch basketball all day or talk to the people. I mean, NBA is what I'm trying to say is NBA is not the only avenue. I guess the avenue, the ultimate. For a lot of people it is, but a lot of people you just love the game. Right. Mm-hmm. So I do thank you for that. So let's see what I wrote here. How cool is it to do? Put it up here. How cool is it when you can do something that you love? You can't put a price tag on it. It's pure to you. Why? Because it's priceless. Whatever you love to do, make it the best. Be the best at it. Do whatever you do the best out of anyone. Life is short, so don't spend time involved in things that don't bring you ultimate joy to your life. Basketball is a lifeline, but make sure you find out. Basketball is their lifeline, but make sure you find out what yours is. I can be reached at livingtruelivingyou.com. YouTube, Kendell Lenice. That's my YouTube page. As you guys know, if you don't know, I have a series called the Yup series, Your Underestimated Power. So if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also now I got to think about, I do have a Twitter at LYLTLY. I sound old. And that's my Twitter handle. So if you have any questions for these gentlemen, or if you want to know more about the AAU League, please contact them. Again, thank you for watching Conversations with Kendell Lenice. And remember, you are a star, so don't let anyone dim your shine. Thank you for tuning in. Until next week. Peace.